Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and here we are playing Seven Wonders Duel. I've got 2 extra turns. My opponent just used their extra turn, making them effectively second player, even though they started as the first player. They're going to give me all those first player advantages, but interestingly enough, they have what is traditionally the second player advantage of getting all of the divinity tokens. I have no divinity tokens, so less points for me in age 3, but as you all know, I'm going for science here. If my opponent's going to use all their extra turns, I'll just sink a science win. Anyways, so that is going to be the first game of this Pantheoner Season 5. And so that I'll be playing anyways. And yeah, so you can see the contestants here. The round of 32 people who will then move on to round of 16, then round of 8, then round of 4, semifinals being round of 4, and then the finals with only 2 left. Alright, so let's get on with the predictions then. Okay, so here's my predictions with how everything will shape out. Alright, so first prediction, we have Bobsy75 versus Emil Chesky. I think that Emil Chesky wins that one. UV Jelly, a previous finalist for this Pantheoner tournament, will prevail over Opil. My guess is, I don't know who wins match 31, but match 32 likely going to be Kiaya 85. So with that, we will probably end up having UV Jelly and Emil Chesky play each other, and Emil Chesky maybe comes out on top. And then from there, Emil Chesky faces against Giaya 85. I'm assuming they'll win match number 16 of the round of 16, and then maybe lose to Emil Chesky, and Emil Chesky goes on to round of 32, 16, and then in 8 they'll go on to the semifinals, round of 4. Okay, so next up, who's going to go on the semifinals part 2? So Penny Farthing and Rui Xiao. I think Rui Xiao is a high-level player, and they're probably going to advance there, and they're probably going to win out of all of these players. It would be my guess. And Clit Westwood is really playing their games fast, so they're the only person who has moved on to round of 16 thus far. And so yeah, but my guess would be Clit Westwood loses against Rui Xiao. And that was an estimate based on ELO of the player. Rui Xiao, I think, has a higher ELO, but I don't know either of these players that well. Next up, some players I know a lot better about, and who have each beaten me sorely in their ways that they've beaten me. So Super Emil and Plopsito. Of all these, I'll talk about how they're going to move through. My guess is Super Emil and Plopsito each make it through their matches into the round of 8, and maybe Super Emil wins Plopsito, but that's not a guarantee. Plopsito has been a finalist for this Pantheoner tournament, so maybe Plopsito advances. Who knows? But Super Emil, I have yet to beat them. They're just a very good player. But, I mean, Plopsito's beaten me in a finals in this Pantheoner tournament as well. So, who knows who's going to end up winning there. Alright, next up. The only player that I really, super know from this grouping is, just because I looked at the higher ELO players, and the Joker, S90, had the highest ELO, and it was nearing 600. So if anybody's close to me in ELO, then I'm going to be saying that they're probably going to make it out of here, especially because I looked at the games they play, and they're very familiar with the Pantheon expansion, so that should not be a problem with them. Alright, so the Joker's probably going to advance on to the semifinals there. And then now we have some familiar ones. So Nikki and Nitro Rev, they will probably face each other, and I think Nikki ends up winning that one, and then Nikki ends up going on to the semifinals there. That would be the semifinals, right? It's like round of 32, round of 16, round of 8 left. So we have 32, 16 left, 8 left, and then 4 left. So she's going to be one of the 4 final people. Okay. And then here, oh, I guess it'd be 4 final match. No, 4 final people, right? Yeah. Okay. So then we have 2Gamer versus Roman Vashigan. Both great players. I think Roman Vashigan ends up taking it. They are constantly playing Pantheon tournaments, not just the Pantheoner, but others. And I think they've placed in those pretty highly. So we'll say Roman Vashigan wins out there. And 2Gamer too is a great player as well. So I don't know. I don't know who ends up winning out of there. This one completely no idea for this matches 5 through 8. Don't know who's gonna win out of them. And then myself, I think I'll win this match that you just saw at the start of this video. I think I'll win my next one. And then down at the bottom, match 3, Sorry I'm Like This, will advance. And then they'll fight Godsmurf. It will be a tough battle. Godsmurf's a great player. Acrid is also a good player. So, but I think Godsmurf wins there. And then Godsmurf plays against Sorry I'm Like This. Sorry I'm Like This will advance, beating out Godsmurf, and then if not, then I'll avenge them. But yeah, let's benefit of the doubt. Sorry I'm Like This advances and then ends up facing me, and then through sheer strategic mind, they end up defeating me and going on to the semifinals. So that is my predictions for this Pantheoner tournament, and I love doing predictions, so yeah, I can't wait to see how it all plays out. Anyways, thanks so much for watching.